So there is one other rumor floating around, and it's a word that people been liking to use the last few years. They say duck this, duck that. I want you to clarify this for me, because you and Boots, I believe, were in talks. I'm gonna let you tell it, but this is what I heard. You and Boots were in talk to fight. A number was thrown out, and then a number was rejected. Now you can fill in the blanks, because what I heard, they were saying that it was on your side. You rejected the number, and didn't want to take the fight. Just tell us what happened.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper in a minute, but I'm gonna give you the flat right here. They were trying to love boy me. They were trying to act like I'm nobody, act like I'm not a real champion, act like I'm just some little pimp squeak, and try to pay me some little baby ducats. You get what I'm saying? So the initial offer was literally half of what they offered the other two champions. Literally half. So that's what we starting off at. So now you tell me if that sounds good. Now let's dive a little bit deeper, my brother. So this standing on this fight, if I ain't mistaken, was he 18 months off?
I believe he did.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
18 months off.
Yeah, he was.
Do y'all, like you just said, I got personality, I got this and I got that. Me and Boots, that's the biggest fight of welterweight, right?
It
And
is.
everybody want to see it, right? It's so entertaining. Okay, cool. That means the money must be there, right? But we said the last number they gave us, we said, you know what, we like that number. So we're gonna give you two options. We're gonna either push it over a little bit because it was gonna be in his city, either push it over literally anywhere else, or we could do it right there where you at, just up it a little bit more. They said no to both of those. Now Stanionis come in. This is why I said me and Boots being the biggest fight. Stanionis come in. Don't nobody care about Stanionis. Don't nobody care about no interview about him. Don't nobody care about watching him fight because he still don't have no crazy knockout performance. He ain't got nothing crazy behind him. Now add the 18-month layoff with it as well. He got the best of both worlds. He got paid more, and they moved the venue. So now you tell me who out here ducking who out here doing bad business. And
You know.
now that's for this week old WBA belt. That's for the Ring Magazine belt. And once again, why is that going on? So now you tell me, is that a duck when they done paid this dude a whole lot more and moved the venue? I only asked for one of those things. That's it. Not even a whole lot more. That's the crazy part. I'm mistaken. I believe Eddie Hearn or Boots, one of them, has said he actually got paid more than Boots did. I ain't asked for all that. I ain't even said I had to get paid more than you. But now, since you're trying to play me like I'm a little pimp squeak and things of that nature, you just stay right there real quick. Let me show you something. You a up the street and down the street fighter. I'm a world fighter. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to Japan. What you doing? You fighting your little pocket. You don't step outside, player. Come have fun. Come dance. You know what I'm saying? Come do something. No, he ain't got that in him. He pampered. I like to go in enemy territories and have fun. And now the whole thing is they feel like I can't make no money. They feel like I ain't nobody. They feel like I don't have nothing about me. Look at this. Look at the smile I got. Look at the pizzazz, the character. You get what I'm saying? I'm a whole star out here.
Yeah,
Have you ever
Chef.
watched it? Have you ever watched the Boots interview?
Yeah.
Was you entertained?
Did your son and Boots spar or something in the past? Or
They
how did?
sparred about 7 or 8 times, bro. They sparred a lot of times. They sparred a lot of times. They sparred a lot of times through the years. They sparred a
Oh,
lot of times through the years.
I didn't know that. Cause I'm gonna be. Cause what I hear about Boots too is like, nobody can really hang with him.
Not
So
not true. Not true. I've seen people hang with him. He hits them in the face over and over and over and over and over again. They still standing in there. They still continue. They still finish. He's not getting people out of that ring, even in the gym.
Even in the fight, some 8 hours.
Even in the
'cause
I'm telling you the honest to God truth. That's the truth. And they don't like when I talk that kind of talk. That's the truth. That's the honest to God truth. He will go in that ring. He'll do exactly what you see him doing in the fight. You saw him do it to Lipinets. You saw him doing it to so many of his early opponents where he just beat on him and beat on him and beat on him and beat on him and beat on him. You know what I'm saying? Because but he ain't knocking him out. He ain't getting him. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing all of that. Go look at Lipinets. Go look at these people. You feel what I'm saying? That was how this got started. It got started because I pointed out that he hit the lawman in the back of the head. It got started because I pointed out he hit Cussio Clayton in the back. Go look. I'm not just talking.
that did
And I'm not
happen.
finna be on this bullshit. I'm sorry about this. I apologize.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Biggs versus Biggs, man. Look, the show just keeps getting bigger and bigger because of all y'all support, man. I got somebody super special, man, super talented for y'all. I had to pull a lot of favors to get this guy on the pod, man. My man, you know, the WBO world champion, Brian Norman, man. Brian,
What's
how you
up
doing?
with you, boss man? What's up? What's up?
Man, you're the boss, man. After that last performance you pulled on us, man, when you dismantled your last opponent, brother. I had to get you on, man. I became a believer that night.
Yeah.
But that was the last before that. I'm sorry.
Wait, which one? Wait, which one? My last fight or the one I won the belt?
So now the last one, right?
Yes.
You fought Cuevas, right?
Yes.
I actually went to Miami, and I remember sparring him, right? Me
You
and him
said you
got
sparred him?
I sparred him, yeah.
Yeah.
Champ. I'm a fighter too, man, but I'm still a
Yeah.
fan of the sport. And I like doing this. I got I did a little something. I'm doing a little something. 16 and
I
0.
got
So
you.
I've been around the block, and I went to Miami to get a deal, and I ran into your sparring partner, and we worked. And they got it on YouTube and stuff. I like to believe before you fought him, maybe you saw the YouTube video. And
No,
you were like,
I ain't see that one. I ain't see that one.
"Damn, man, yo, give me something, man." I'm fucking. I try to push it in there, But nah.
Yeah.
After what you did to him, and he's a great guy, man, Derek. But I knew you was the truth, man. How does it feel to be champion, man? Be WBO champion.
I mean, it's a wonderful feeling. I mean, that's what everybody dream of being since a little kid. And so did I, 7 years old. And I said one day, shoot, I'm gonna be a whole champion out here. Then I look at me, I'm real there living my dream. I'm out here in Big Bad, California, training for my next fight, and this is literally everything I envisioned. So shoot, I'm loving it.
Yo, so champ, real quick. So you what do you usually train?
Really back home in GA, Atlanta. I only had one camp outside of GA besides this one, which was in Dallas, Texas. That was when I won the belt. But for the most part, all the way back home.
Yo, champ, listen, man. You surprising me right now, cause Atlanta got the baddest women, man. I'm gonna keep it. I don't know how you got to be undefeated in Atlanta. Yo, man, how do you navigate through that, man? Like, just being honest. We're a
I got
different
you.
we're a different
So,
kind of.
so first thing first is I already got one on my side, so I'm straight. And
That's
then the second thing is how do you become a champion? Discipline. So I mean, I got one on my side, and I'm disciplined with that one. So I ain't even looking at all the other ones.
Wow, boy. You know you're a good man, yo.
Yeah.
I
And
know she.
also, wait, you a man, so I'm pretty sure you know as well.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
may look good, but is it really good? Like what comes with it? You get what I'm saying? So, and don't nobody feel like dealing with all that. So keep your life simple and just stay on the right track.
Yeah, cause I mean, that the myth is true, man. The myth is true. I remember I slipped up one time. I was young, man.
Hmm.
Golden Gloves, and I was in a war. I couldn't believe what a cold bum needed a blanket.
Yeah.
So I knew after that, I said, "Oh,
Players mess up sometimes too. It's all right. It's all right.
in
But
the
we live
pro,
and we learn.
absolutely, yo, champ, in the pros. Guess how long I sustained, man? You'll be proud of me, man.
But 2 months,
8 weeks.
pretty much 2 months. Yeah.
It's gonna sound better when you say 8 weeks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's a bigger number. I give you that 8 weeks.
What's your rule of thumb, man?
I ain't gonna lie to you. So I real deal. Don't be stunting. I ain't gonna hold you. But
Right.
now, for this count, I just want to make sure I do everything possible to be on point. So now I ain't gonna give it a time, but I am trying to take a little break.
All right, all right. Yo, champ, listen, this, shows Bigs versus Bigs. The other Bigs is here. Chris, it's my brother. Now, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna lie, yo. We had somebody on the show, and these guys was talking crazy about you. Now, Flat's not here. The other coast. My brother just snuck in. I think they kind of intimidated, man. You
It's
know?
all right.
I ain't
I
here.
tend to have that. I tend to have that effect. It's all right, man. It's all cool.
Yo, so I saw the last opponent, man. Again, I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw the last opponent, man. He had a very interesting way of initiating a fight with you. The new this new guy that you're gonna be fighting.
Hmm.
I know he's from Japan. I actually watched some of his highlights, man. I know you guys are gonna make an incredible fight. Did you hear of him before the proposal to what they call it over there in Japan?
Shoot, I can't even say. But no, I definitely did hear of him before that. Coming up the ranks and doing his thing, getting knocking people's heads off. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he number two. So shoot, like you said, it's very all right, the way he came up to me. We not used to that on this side of the street. We used to straight disrespect and things of that nature. But
Right.
actually, I like the way he came at me. It was real cool. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a little letter and all that. So yeah,
No.
he came over here to pay me a visit. Now for the fight, I'm going over to pay him a visit.
Wow. So you're actually going into Jin Sasaki. You're going into his backyard to battle him out over there.
Hmm.
How do you feel about that? What's the mindset of you going into this fight?
I mean, that's just who I am. Do you remember where I was when I won the fight? When I won the belt? I mean,
I know
I
you
was in
weren't.
I was in Giovanni Santillan backyard.
You
I don't
was.
mind pulling up on anybody.
Wow, wow, that's good. That's good news, man. I mean, you seem to be a guy that's, easy to make a fight with,
Hmm.
and after that, man, I really respected that, and I was like, you know what, this guy deserves a fight. I watched his fight. I know he's not going to be running. I know you're not going to be
Hmm.
running. So I think that after those fights we watched in Times Square, the boxing fans, we deserve this fight.
Oh, my
Yep.
bad. What up?
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, after that fight, after those fights in Times Square, I believe we deserve those fights. That's Chris over there. I'm playing.
What's up
He
with you?
we all love you over here, man.
What's up, Mr.
We all
Yeah,
Brian
man.
Norman?
understand.
Got
What's
you.
up, man? How you feeling,
What's
boss?
up with y'all boys? What's up with you?
Man, happy to have you on. You know what? I should call you Mr. WBO. You know, the welterweight. Excuse me, man. You know what? I'm so happy to have you on. And I'm glad that y'all brought up Santillan because we can't understate that win. That was a huge win, and at a time when he looked unbeatable. After what he did
Hmm.
to Rochas, the way he did it, he got him up out of there, and I think no more than 6 rounds.
I think it was 6 rounds.
Yep, and dropped him at least twice. Um, After watching a performance like that versus Roaches, right? Take us through that because a lot of people have to understand when you see somebody demolish a top opponent, what kind of mentality do you have to overcome that going into that fight?
You, I mean, it's clear as day. Was he in the ring with Brian Norman Jr. or Alexis Roach? So I don't care what he did to anybody else. He ain't did it to me.
Yeah,
And
champ.
obviously, when I stepped in the ring, you seen exactly what happened. So this is the funny part about all of that.
Hmm.
With that fight, he went to Alexis Roach's spot, um, not broke his nose, and then stopped him, right? And guess what I done did? Went to Giovanni's spot, broke his nose, and then knocked him out. So what that says about me, since this old big old monster that y'all say that Giovanni is, so now what am I? And then hold up, come back after a 10-month layoff with hand surgery, the same hand I got surgery on, knock a man out with a jab, that same hand. So what kind of monster am I?
Yo, man, that last fight did something to you, man. The way you were like, I like how you did the fight meeting in the ring. You're doing an interview.
Hmm.
Though I think I could tell you have a lot of personality,
Yeah.
and the game needs the personality, which is another reason why I was excited to be talking to you today, man. I think when people start to hear like you hear you talk and on the biggest levels, they're going to fall in love with the personality, and I think that's
Hmm.
very very important, man. And you kind of remind me of like some of the greats. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like Roy Jones. Uh, I don't
Hey,
know if you've heard that.
that my dog. That my dog.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
I look
yeah.
up to him though. People like him, Marvin Hagler, James Tony, the list goes on. But now I look up to those guys, the old greats.
Facts. I see the war. I saw that you come out with the war hat on, and you really meant it.
Oh yeah, most def.
Yeah, now you really
He
came.
just wasn't ready for it.
Yo, so I know things is changing with the belt, man. Comes a lot more paper, man. Um, what was one of the biggest purchases you've made being a fighter, man?
Shoot, I say where I'm at right now, coming to Camp Bell, California. But for the most part, I ain't really that kind of guy to just buy this and buy that. For the most part, I mean, I stay head on what I need to do, which is not people out. I
Right,
just want
right.
y'all to marry. I got the best job in the world. My only thing I gotta do every day is train to be precise on knocking somebody's head off. That's it.
Damn.
It's the most fun job ever. So you tell me I get to legally put people to sleep? Let's do it. Where the pillows at?
So you doing it just for the love.
Yeah.
See, they probably give you. I remember one of my fights, man. You sound like me how I feel. I remember a lot of my fights. I'll be talking to the fans after I fight, and they'll be like, "Yo, Just, you didn't get the check," and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, this was about money." I do.
Hmm.
It's just a lot about
Now, I will say this. I do
Yeah.
care about the money as well. I ain't
You
gonna
do.
act like I don't care about it at all. So first thing first, why did I join boxing? I just like to fight. I ain't gonna hold you. I love what I just said, knocking people head off, having the crowd go crazy, going to people, like I said, going to people hometown and seeing those faces of shock. Oh snap! I thought he was our God, and then things end up changing. So of course I love that part as well. Now what comes second after that is I'm still a man. I still got bills to pay. I still count things like that. I still got stuff to do. So where that
Right.
bread at the same time.
Absolutely. So I seems like you willing to do road games. The way it's
Hmm.
looking. So Conor Ben just fought. I believe he did well. How would a fight between you and Conor Ben look in London?
Um, it will
What?
look great for the 2 rounds that it will last, but I mean, the fans will love it. They might be a little bit mad because how fast it go, but I think it'll be a good little 2 rounds.
Two. That's it.
Yeah,
So
It's over.
can you give us three, champ? Can you give us three rounds with
I
Conor?
mean, I don't know if he's tough enough. I don't know if he got it for real. I don't know if he got it. I mean, you got to ask him that. Tell him do some more conditioning, do something else because I don't know
Right.
if he could take all that.
So wow, it's crazy. That's a good one. Now imagine I believe you, man. I believe you. So you watch this fight. It was a good fight, but it's just he's not on the level because it was a massive fight, but I'm realizing he hasn't had that signature when he hasn't been a world champion. So there's only a couple roads to be a world champion,
And that's
Hmm.
one. Yep. And one of them is
and
WBO.
and I don't really see the other welterweight champions. You have Mario Barrios, you have Boots, Jerron Ennis, there's you, and who else is
Hmm.
there? 147.
No, that's it. That's it. Boots just beat Stanley, so he got two on.
So I want.
Oh no no no
Yeah.
no 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 no! And there's Rolly Ramiro. Actually Rolly is
Man,
a
that's a little baby built. But yeah.
yo.
Be
So
hey, let's be real. Who care about the WBA? All right, come on now.
champ, I would take it at
You
this
ain't
point.
you ain't gotta sit here and try to be humble. Who care about the W? Stop trying to be humble now. Who
We
care
keeping
about
it
the
real.
WBA?
Yo, we keeping it real today.
Go on
We
ahead, man.
keeping it
And
real.
hold up, wait. Even the Ring Magazine built. How they gonna make that fight Ring Magazine built when who's standing on his done fought to even become this super? Wait, forget who he fought. What is his great win? Like,
Um,
let's say for me, when I won the belt, who was it against? The big old big bad Giovanni Santilli. And what did I do in his own hood? Exactly. So now, what is standing on this big ah?
Nah, it would have been Boots if he could have pulled that one off. That would have been it. That would have been
damn
the fight.
champ.
So and that's the unification fight. So why is that for the Ring Magazine belt? So even that belt, you get what I'm saying? It's the way they went about it. That one even a little iffy to me. I ain't gonna hold you. So
I would say this. Are you a little surprised that nobody's calling your name now that you got the strap? Now that you got one of the big ones?
I'm not surprised at all. I mean,
I haven't heard anything really.
it's the reason why. That's why I'm really dead not surprised. Just because I'm quiet don't mean nothing. These people know. Don't let
Yeah,
this silent stuff fool you.
but
So yeah, these people know what it is over here.
I do know one. I do know one guy. I'm a New Yorker. He was doing the show the other week, last week, and my guy Peter Dobson came up, right? And I was very surprised to hear that you guys were matched up at one time. And he was honest. He said, "Yo, he didn't pull out. I had got more money, a better offer fighting somebody else. This was before you was champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did say to me, he said, "Look, Brian punches hard. He's tough, but I feel like he'd be able to outbox you, right? And he would love the opportunity, and no one else is calling you out."
You know what it sound like?
Talk
Sound
to
like
me.
some bullshit. So, okay, him pulling out of the fight and get bigger money. I respect that. Go and get your money, player. Okay, did he win that fight? No. What about the fight after that against Jalil Hackett? Did he win that? No. So what he doing? Why would I go take a million steps back? And you're a New Yorker, so of course you may know Peter Dotson, but don't nobody know that man. Matter of fact, you know how I know him because he done got beat up. That's literally it. So once again, why would I take a million steps back to fight who? I ain't stunting, dude.
In the scenario, I thought just because you like to hurt people. So, I was looking at it from a perspective
I
of
like
one,
hurting. I like hurting good and great fighters, not
good
mediocre.
mediocre. What about what about this, right? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna talk one scenario. It's gonna sound beautiful, right? Madison Square Garden. Brian Norman comes to fight, right? You need a New York guy. And this is the fight that you're able to defeat him faster than Conor Ben. Right? Nobody else wants to fight you. Mario Barrios is doing something. Mario Barrios is fighting Pacquiao, which we're gonna talk about in a second. Boots is, doing whatever he's doing. Rolly is got the baby belt. And you're like, hey, nobody want to fight me? Madison Square Garden? Let's make it happen.
See, now that would be good, but that fight is not selling at all, my brother. And I can definitely get a bigger fight than him. That's a literal guarantee. What is this man doing? Literally, what is he doing? Matter of fact, I want you to go out in the street and yell Peter Dobson and see if somebody look at you twice. They will not. If they do, they probably think you're crazy or you own that stuff. But that's about it.
Hey, champ, I
So
got
there
it.
is one other rumor floating around, and it's a word that people been liking to use the last few years. They say duck this, duck that. I want you to clarify this for me, because you and Boots, I believe, were in talks. I'm gonna let you tell it, but this is what I heard. You and Boots were in talk to fight. A number was thrown out, and then a number was rejected. Now you can fill in the blanks because what I heard, they were saying that it was on your side. You rejected the number, and didn't want to take the fight. Just tell us what happened.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper in a minute, but nigga, I'm gonna give you the flat right here. They were trying to little boy me. They were trying to act like I'm nobody, act like I'm not a real champion, act like I'm just some little pimp squeak, and try to pay me some little baby ducats. You get what I'm saying? So the initial offer was literally half of what they offered the other two champions. Literally half. So that's what we starting off at. So now you tell me if that sounds good. Now let's dive a little bit deeper, my brother. So the standing on this fight, if I ain't mistaken, was he 18 months off?
I believe he did have a
Yeah,
layoff. Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
18 months off.
Yeah, he was.
Do y'all like you just said, I got personality, I got this and I got that. Me and Boots, that's the biggest fight of welterweight, right?
It is.
And everybody want to see it, right? It's so entertaining. Okay, cool. That means the money must be there, right? But we said the last number they gave us, we said, you know what, we like that number. So we're gonna give you two options. We're gonna either push it over a little bit because it was gonna be in his city, either push it over literally anywhere else, or we could do it right there where you at, just up it a little bit more. They said no to both of those. Now Stanionis come in. This is why I said me and Boots being the biggest fight. Stanionis come in. Don't nobody care about Stanionis. Don't nobody care about no interview about him. Don't nobody care about watching him fight because he still don't have no crazy knockout performance. He ain't got nothing crazy behind him. Now add the 18-month layoff with it as well. He got the best of both worlds. He got paid more, and they moved the venue. So now you tell me who out here ducking who out here doing bad business. And
You know,
now that's for this week old WBA belt. That's for the Ring Magazine belt. And once again, why is that going on? So now you tell me, is that a duck when they done paid this dude a whole lot more and moved the venue? I only asked for one of those things. That's it. Not even a whole lot more. That's the crazy part. I'm mistaken. I believe Eddie Hearn or Boots, one of them, has said he actually got paid more than Boots did. I ain't asked for all that. I ain't even said I had to get paid more than you. But now Since you're trying to play me like I'm a little pimp squeak and things of that nature, you just stay right there real quick. Let me show you something. You a up the street and down the street fighter. I'm a world fighter. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to Japan. What you doing? You fighting your little pocket. You don't step outside, player. Come have fun. Come dance. You know what I'm saying? Come do something. No, he ain't got that in him. He pampered. I like to go in enemy territories and have fun. And now the whole thing is they feel like I can't make no money. They feel like I ain't nobody. They feel like I don't have nothing about me. Look at this. Look at the smile I got. Look at the pizzazz, the character. You get what I'm saying? I'm a whole star out here.
Yeah,
Have you ever
champ.
watched it? Have you ever watched the Boots interview? Was you entertained?
Yo, I'm
Was
not.
it
His performances are entertaining. I can't necessarily say I remember.
are my wait? Are my performances entertaining?
They
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
They
they
are.
is.
So
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
got
they.
I got a performances as well, plus the outside. What he got? He
You
only
got.
got one of those.
Yeah,
I get that to him. The boy look when he performed, he looked good, but so do I. But also
yeah.
I got this out here as well. So now you tell me who look like they could be the biggest star. So since y'all think I'm a little pimp squeak, let me show y'all boys something real quick. I can make money without you. And then when we come back to the table. You best believe I'm gonna be asking for some more. And guess matter of fact, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna offer you some money. I'm gonna offer you the same little pimp squeak money you offer me. And tell me if you gonna accept that.
Man, all right. So I want to ask you another question, bro. More of like any because you really represent where you from, man. I would like to see, you know, I like to see an Atlanta artist take that trip to Japan with you, man, and do a walkout. I mean, in your perfect world, you going into the enemy territory. What artist would you like to walk you out?
Tip, that boy Tip, man. He gotta play that song The King Is Back. Plain and simple. Yeah,
Yeah,
that boy Tip T.I.
exactly. I wonder if you ever been to Japan.
Shoot, I'm pretty sure he probably have.
Yeah.
He probably
He probably
has,
been
right?
everywhere.
You know
Probably
what I mean?
anywhere he ain't been. Yeah. By
Yeah,
now.
he could tell you about taking over the world. Cause yeah, Tip is a worldwide artist, man, king of the South.
Exactly. So look, the South, wait, the two kings need to come together, man. He the
What's that?
king of the rap industry, I'm the king of this boxing stuff.
That's real. That's real. They ain't, and they ain't really had one like you from Atlanta, man. I mean, I remember they had Jip. What was I know you
Ju-
know yeah
Justin Deloach.
yeah Justin
Yeah.
Deloach, good fighter from out there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, we sparred a few times when I was a little younger as well. Yeah,
Wow.
he still fight. I don't know.
I'm not sure, man, but he was a good fighter, man.
Yeah,
I know a lot of tough fights, but he was a really really good fighter, man. Nah, but that's so if dang, I gotta ask you this. So Boots, right? That go
hmm
down. How you see that playing out, man?
just like every other fight. I mean, you see what I do. Whatever I touch, I break.
So I'm gonna say a few names. You tell me what happens in what round.
Look, I just want you to marinate on this for a second. I don't care what name you throw out here. I really did don't care what name you throw out here. You do realize they step in the ring with the assassin. I am precise on what I do. I'm not the man not with a jab. The same hand that I broke on my last fight, I broke it on somebody's nose. I don't care. I'm putting people in the dirt, man. This is what I do. This is what I love to do.
So
They don't work like me. They ain't got it like me. They ain't got that tenacity. They ain't got that work ethic. They ain't got this. Plain they ain't got the mental. They ain't got it. Plain and simple.
so it seems like the only way, maybe if there is a way to beat Brian Norman, it's got to be maybe you cap out at a certain weight. What's the highest you think you could transcend weight classes?
Heavyweight.
Yeah, so how what round we stop at AJ?
Dude, I mean, that's a bit boy. I'm gonna give him 3.
3 rounds. All
Yeah, I'm gonna
right,
give
so
him 3. I'm going to that body.
go to the body. Yo,
I
so
want,
for
I want to
some
see if all those abs can take it. That's all.
something very special is happening at 147 too. So we got Mario Barrios fighting Manny Pacquiao. Who do you have that fight, and are you open to fighting either one of them? I mean, because I know Pacquiao's a legend, so I don't know if you kind of feel like it may be like or is it just whatever?
Look, I got nothing but love and respect for Pacquiao. I like everything he got going on, but it's my time. I got to get mine. So if he win that fight, let's do it. He used to be with Top Rank. I'm still with Top Rank. I mean, we could bump shoulders a little bit and make some shake. I want that WBC belt anyway.
There we go.
I'm a
That's the one.
cry.
That's the one everybody want for real.
I'm a cry if you
Not the
hurt
not the
Pac.
WBA.
bro. You hurt Pacquiao, I'ma cry, man. You gonna make me. I'm gonna be.
All right,
That's
I'll
one.
do it to the body. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna hurt him to the body.
He a good dude, man.
I see that Boxing Hall of Fame T-shirt on. What do you think that you have to do to make it there to get inducted into the Georgia Boxing Hall of Fame?
He's in
Not
there.
just the Georgia Boxing Hall of Fame, the World Hall of Fame, but just literally just continue exactly what I'm doing. I want you to sit here and marinate on what's going on. I'm a whole champion, and I'm still going to other people's hoods. Who else have did anything like that? And I'm doing it willingly. I don't care. So marinate, y'all. So you think marinate? Take your time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody, cause I'm the one. Plain and simple.
Dang. So they all
So
got a.
wait, let me also say this. Let me also say this. So now, right now, my name people try to keep me on the humbug because I be too quiet or whatever. But my performances speak for themselves, and plus, every time I get on the camera, that speak for itself as well. So it's all about people just trying to they trying to hide me real quick, but you can only hide me for so long. The
Nah.
truth will set you free.
Yeah, I definitely think you're the dark horse of the division, bro. I think you kind of like you're the one that could really mess up the way things are supposed to go. And I'm getting the sense from you, man. Like every now and then you meet somebody that has a certain aura, and you believe them, and you know that they believe what they're saying. I look at the fight. Boots is a bad dude. You a bad dude, and you're young. You know you're young and you're learning. And I know you weren't like a person that we kind of saw coming. I heard about you when I was in Atlanta, and my boy, they were telling him, "Yo, go spar Brian Norman." You were real young. You were kind of younger back then. It must have been like
Mm.
2000, and then you must have been 16 and 0, 2000, and what was that, Chris? 19, 20, pandemic time.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
boy Dream Killer, they wanted to go have y'all spar, and then one of my guys, Sean, was like, "Nah, he'll spar him." I'm like, "For real? You don't even know who it is." So the legends were there. You know, if you really were in the boxing community. So as I'm hearing you, you kind of reminded me of like how Terrence Crawford came up. Like people didn't know
Hmm.
Terrence Crawford was going to be Terrence Crawford, but he just did it the hard way. Was on the B side, and then one day the sport was his.
Now,
Let
ultimately,
him.
as we all know, what really defines a great champion is how they handle adversity. What was the last time that you felt that you were in a real challenge, a tough challenge, or you had to really show that championship grit in the professional fight?
It's two fights put together. So right before that Giovanni fight, it was literally 2 months right before. I got caught with an elbow, and I got dropped for the first time in my whole life. And the reason I got dropped, I don't want to go into that, but it was a great shot. It was a great shot. He caught me slipping. I was too cocky. I ain't gonna lie to you. I came in that fight too cocky because I knew a championship fight was coming up soon. So it was more so I'm looking past you. I'm finna go out here and get my belt. So I ain't even watch no tape on him. I didn't do anything about it. So I learned from that as well.
That's how.
Stay focused on the task at hand.
That's how I got clipped, champ. My last fight.
Yeah,
That's how.
I got up.
things happen. Things happen. We get too big headed, but
Yeah.
I needed that to humble me and stay on what I need to get on. So now, going after that, like I said, literally 2 months later, think about it. That's not time to real deal fully recover. But I said, forget all that. Cut still open and everything. I went right back into the gym, started training. They hit me up about the Giovanni fight. I believe it was like 6 weeks, 5 weeks notice or something like that. And we said, yeah, let's do it. Boom. Right there, right there. And guess what? 23 years old, little kid at that, going to enemy territory. Everything, everybody doubting me. Once again, he just did what he did to Alexis Rocha. I just got dropped for the first time. I'm nobody at this point. I'm finna get dropped from top rank. Everything is against me. So that whole thing was a whole bunch of adversity. But going into that fight, I ain't faced no adversity at all. It was just about me just breaking him down. And that's actually when I hit a
Yeah.
whole
You
different
know, and
mental
that's and
switch.
that's That's real. And that's one thing I haven't yet seen from Boots, you know? I haven't yet seen him go through adversity. I know who you are if you get tested. And I'm not saying Boots ain't got it, but I believe when the smoke clears, I believe it'll be you two, and then it's gonna be like Spence and Terrence Crawford, I feel like. When the smoke clears. As for the young guys coming up, I want you to just give me a round, man. We talk about Devin Haney. What round?
Sure, if I can catch him, that's all it is. The boy be like to running too much. I'm with my track shoes. I'm gonna get my spikes on, and I'm gonna try to get that man at 4 or 5.
Teofimo Lopez.
One, especially what he was just talking about just yesterday.
Talk about that. Let's break the countdown and let's talk about that real quick. What do you take from all of Tiafimo's comments as of late about Austin?
He's some bull. He trying to. I don't believe in that selling. I hate when people say that. You gotta sell the fight. You gotta do. I don't believe in none of that. You feel me? It's you got it or you don't. Are you entertained or are you not? That's my whole thing. So now to give my boy some credit, is he entertaining when he fight? Yeah, he cool. So now just be yourself. And that's all it is. You entertaining when you fight. So go out there and just do your thing. You ain't gotta go out and do all that. But since you did, now I'm on you. Now you gotta get that work. Plain and simple.
So you feel like you gotta teach him a lesson after all that stuff you've been talking.
Yeah, I gotta take him out of the game. I gotta make him retire. Real deal. I gotta make him choose a different sport. Go play golf. This ain't for you. Go play ping pong. You got good hand eye coordination. Go play ping pong or something.
That's real.
So Ryan Garcia.
2. And he,
Two.
he always getting dropped around too, and I'm gonna catch him in 2 as well.
Rolly Ramiro.
I give him 3 just because he beat Ryan. I give him 3, but it won't last long. I'll just be playing. You want me to be a little bit nicer and everything, so I'll do it just for you. I give him 3.
I like Rolly. I like Rolly, a good guy. Chad, listen, man. We had a great time talking to you. I want you to feel like, man, this is your home. Whenever you need to talk about something, get something out there, man. I want you to definitely feel comfortable.
We're honored to have you.
Yeah, we are, man. And we like to grow with you as well, and be here on the
I
journey.
appreciate that, boss man.
Oh,
I'm right here. I'm right here.
shout out to your pops too, man. We gotta talk to your pops. I like that. Your pops is, you and him together. Y'all gonna sell a lot of fights, man. I like
Wait,
your
real
dad.
quick, y'all still got time?
Yes,
Yeah, we
sir.
still got
Let's go.
time.
Pop, they want you. He was right here the whole time.
Yeah.
Pop, whatever. Them gloves. Oh, okay.
What going on? What going on?
What's going
Yes,
on, man?
sir.
Yo, congratulations on your win, man.
Oh, appreciate you, Paul. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You a,
Hey,
you a bad
still
dude.
paying for it. I'm still paying for it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that dirt.
I had to have, sir. I
Man.
had a torn. I fought. I said a lot of people don't know this. I trained with a torn bicep. I tore my bicep less than a month after finding out about the fight, and I still trained and still fought with a torn bicep. That's why I didn't throw no hooks at all.
But you
No,
still,
so you did all that with no hooks,
I didn't throw no
man.
hook. I didn't throw no hooks because I couldn't throw a hook.
When'd you know it was torn? What happened?
I tore it the day after Christmas, December 26th. Shit, sparring, I didn't stretch. Oh, I didn't stretch, and my arm really just bumped into my sparring partner. I got it on tape. My arm bumped into my sparring partner, and I felt something pop. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" So, as we looking at my arm in the gym, the muscle started to roll up, and it swole up, and it like got real. Like the shit happened. Like shit was crazy, bro. But I saw it happen. I literally saw my arm, my muscle roll up, and got
Damn,
small as shit. Well, it was not small, but it was short. It was real short. It rolled up and got real short.
got tight on you. Dang, tightened up.
he won through the adversity, man. Listen, champ.
Absolutely.
If you need a manager, I'm here, man.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm done. I'm done with that shit, man. I just be fucking around. You know what I'm saying? I just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people. As you see how my son is. I'm one of them people who just, I believe in myself to the wholehearted extent. You know what I'm saying? I taught him to believe in himself. So self belief is like that's like blinking every day. It's like going to the bathroom and eating every day. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't do nothing else, we believe in ourselves. So with that being said, man, all he had to do was call my name and say you wanted that smoke, and I had to give it to him.
You had to. He said some things about me one day I didn't like on live, so I'm glad you did him the way you did him. You know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, no problem. I wish I had the hook so I could have took his ass out or, gained some heat like I really, really wanted to. But I mean, I can only do what I can do. So I'm still a realist. You know what I'm saying? Believing in myself or not, I'm still a realist. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm gonna hit him in the DM and say, yeah, I sent him.
Man, thank you for being
Yo,
here. Though.
but
We have a couple questions for you, man. Thank you for
Yeah,
popping
for
in.
sure, for sure.
Do you think will be that fight? Of course, there's a fit between your son and Boost is that fight. But being that all the other big stars from 140, 135 are coming up to 147, what do you think would be a really great fight as far as press conference and just mainstream action packed combat appeal for Brian Norman Jr.?
Press conference and action pack.
Yeah,
I,
both of
I
them.
know which one I want to see, but
I can't think of. I don't know because of course Styles may fights.
Of course,
I don't think any one of we talking about any of them at all.
anybody.
any of them, yeah.
Action Pack is gonna be the guy he finna go fight with Jen Sasaki because he like to sit there and fight. I mean, that's a
That's
lot
that
of
one.
people don't know him. A lot of people don't know him, but he ranked number 2 in the WBO. Y'all can look that up. He ranked number 6 in Ring Magazine rankings. Four,
I
yeah, Santillion ranked number 4. He ranked number 6 in Ring Magazine. So he is a name. It's just Americans seem to think that it's just because we don't fucking know who they are and we ain't seen them in that. You know what I'm saying? We think our knowledge and our mind is the only thing that ruins the world, but that ain't the way it is. So
see.
as far as
see
action pack, huh?
No, I just want to introduce a word to the boxing world. What I'm gonna call it,
Right.
just real quick. He's not name brand, but
Yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah, yeah, yeah.
name brand don't mean it's better. Fighters is not really name brand, but they great fighters.
Yep.
Absolutely. My son is not really name brand yet. We working on that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's how he got the opportunity that he got right now because of him getting dropped. And that's why
Hmm.
you got people talking so much shit or whatever. But you can't deny the facts. The facts are the facts. You feel what I'm saying? My son was ranked at number 13 or some shit like that. He fought the number one guy right up under Terrence Crawford. He beat him.
He
Oh, who
did.
was that? He was the number one guy right up on Terrence Crawford. That's who he was. He was next up. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, but of course when you do it, you know how they like to move the goalposts. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
just like with Derek Quavaz. Derek Quavaz, you can look this up in the rankings. A lot of people don't know how to do it. But if you look up the rankings, you can get it from a date. This fight was set September last year. You can look up the welterweight rankings in the WBO from September last year, and you will see the guy that he's fighting was ranked number 7. He was a keep alive fight. He went inactive after that, which is why he wasn't in the rankings when my son fought him when my son fought him in March. That's why he
Right.
wasn't in the rankings. So it's not like we just out here fighting no name unranked motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We out here putting in work the best way we can. So and
Absolutely.
like I said, it was really just a keep alive fight because my son got the way he was, unorganically, not unauthentically the way they wanted him to do it. They didn't expect him to win. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, with the no name brand, that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? A name is nothing, man. That ain't shit.
It really it's really not, man. I'm glad you talking about this and you're exposing this. See, this pod is a little different, man. Everybody you see up here, we all active fighters or we fought.
Oh,
So
okay, that's what's up. Yeah, yeah, that's what's up.
I've been heard about you guys, man. I've been to Atlanta, heard about you guys. Y'all were the best work out there, and I know how your son came up, not being pampered, taking hard fights. I was signed to with Real Deal with Boca Chia. So the guy that y'all, everybody, he dropped that kid
Boca Chica's a
wa-
dog.
was a dog and it was a punch.
Got
So when I
power.
It was
saw
a it was
that,
a it was a it was a timing situation. That's all. It was good timing. So
absolutely.
yeah, people make the mistake. People make the mistake of thinking he cheated, he this, he that. No, when you go back and watch that, I kept saying it when it happened because I'm a realist. I tell the truth. I don't give a shit what it is. If you go look at it when it happened, he waited for it, he timed it, boom, perfect timing.
Yeah.
He
No, no,
set he set that he set that shot up. You got to give him props. You can't just
yeah.
it's like the rule where they say, well, one motherfucker take a punch, and you got when it's one fighter, they'll say, man, that motherfucker got a chin, and you got
Right.
another fighter that say, man, that motherfucker ain't got no defense. It's the
Right.
same
Yeah.
thing.
That's a fact. But
Propaganda is nothing.
because I was signed with him in Real Deal and I fought on cards with him. He's a dog and he could fight. So when I saw it, I was like, dude, when you got up, when your son got up
Yeah,
and finished the fight, I said, he the truth. Like
yeah,
everything they say about him. So me being like doing the show, me being a fighter, I know people that sparred him. I know people that fought him. I have respect for him. So when y'all
Right.
fought him and you beat him and came past that adversity, now
Well,
I
they
can,
had the if you talking about Boca, you talking about Boca Chica, right?
yeah, the draw. I mean, the draw, right? So,
They call it a no contest.
yeah, all
But
right,
hey,
right,
but
right.
we got, but but one thing that people forget about in that fight was one of them threw a head, I mean, an elbow. One of them threw
Right,
an elbow and it with my son.
right.
So I'm looking at it like, damn, if you got this kind of opportunity to defeat an undefeated fighter, top rank, up and coming prospect on the top rank card, why would you risk it by throwing a fucking a blatant elbow like that? Going to take him out of there. He had already dropped him. He threw the elbow after he dropped him. So to me, I saw something different than what everybody else saw. I saw desperation. That's what I saw.
Wow, that's a good observation, man. That you made. I like what you're doing too, man. Even on the social media aspect, right? So, I'm getting ready to interview your son, and one of my co-hosts, Flat David Sparks, he's like, "Yo, I'm talking to his pops right now on Instagram, right?" So I'm like, "What?" Like, and then I'm talking. And then Peter Dobson, he says, "Yeah, I'm talking with him too, man. He's telling me this and that." And I think it's just so dope, man, because like I gotta put you up there with the dads that I always entertain me, because I feel like when your father is keeping your name alive, the son is able to work.
Right.
Like I look at Danny Garcia's pops, I look at Bill Haney, and I'm like, yo, this is really really dope because you'll be
Respect all of them.
you,
Right.
you got to right because a guy will be. My dad was like that. A guy will be so busy arguing with your dad, the son
Right.
is
Right. Right. You worry about what pops over here doing, nigga. You ain't got to fight me.
you ain't fighting his dad, you fighting the son. The son is
You ain't
chilling.
fighting me, motherfucker.
Right? The
Yeah.
son is used to it too, because he grow up and he had that. My dad's do it. Talk shit to everybody. I got to spar. I'm like,
Right.
ah,
He know. Yeah, he know that. Hey man, that's just my pops, man. He know what it is. That's just
I
my
live
pops. He
with
just
him.
be over there saying shit.
Nigga just saying, I live with the guy. I know how he is. So nah,
Right.
but
Right. Right.
the difference between your son, though, too, with a lot of these guys is that he actually has a personality, which is dope. And I'm
Right.
not trying to say that the other guys don't, but your son really has
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
large personality,
Yeah,
which is
he'll real. He's very well rounded. You know what I'm saying? He's very well rounded. He ain't no asshole. He ain't no, is aside of all the shit he talk when it comes to confidence in the ring and everything else. He ain't a cocky motherfucker where he think he out. Nah, ain't none of that shit going on. It's just in order to be good, great, or at anything, you have to have a certain amount of confidence. You got to have a certain, again, like I said when I came on here, you got to have a certain amount of belief in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
you
And
do, man.
that's what he do. He believe in himself. Simple as that.
I absolutely, because who gonna believe in you if you don't believe in yourself?
You feel me? You feel me? Who the fuck you expect to believe if you don't even believe in yourself? You
Because
know
y'all,
what I'm saying?
y'all came on here telling me, I'm like, hey, this guy, that guy, it depends on this a 50-50 fight. I wouldn't have believed. I'd have said, hey, look, y'all talking the right stuff. And also, it sounds believable. So,
It's hey look, the good thing about what we say and do is we really feel and believe everything we say and do. So their way, all we gotta do now is show it. So I mean, we ain't gotta remember it. We ain't gotta. It ain't scripted. We ain't gotta fucking. What did I tell him? What did I tell her? What did I? We ain't got to do all that because you ask us again, the answer gonna be the fucking same. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And y'all been showing it ever since. Y'all been showing it every time out. If it ain't a spectacular knockout, you show dog, and it's always an entertaining fight. So we
always.
appreciate y'all for that. One last question, because our next guest is actually Thomas Cornflict Lamana, who's fighting Jamal Charlo. Can you weigh in on that? Both of y'all, if you can y'all weigh in on that fight? What
Well,
do y'all?
I was, Thomas sparred my son. He know B. Yeah, cornflake. He sparred B. So he know B hitting. He know B cracking. And a lot of people got to understand something. Do you know when the last time we was in Philadelphia?
No,
My
when?
son was 22 years old.
Dang. Who y'all? Wow.
And
Who y'all was sparring over there at
he was
22?
22. The last time he was there, he was 22 years old.
Wow.
November 2023. Well, October 2023. Before what's the name? Quentin Rounder. He was
Oh,
22 years
quick.
old.
That was a good fight too.
We
Yeah, you
sparred.
get
We
that.
sparred
He
up
also
there
was a
before us
dog.
quitting
Quentin
around the
is. I
fight.
remember him
That's
in the
the
amateur.
last time we.
No.
Who cut? How we cut off?
Somehow they cut out.
Oh,
back,
we
they're
back.
back.
They back. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get. Yeah. Nah. Yo, you. Oh, they came. No, no. Let me. You know what? You know what it is though. The Quentin fight. I remember him in the amateurs, and he's a top-rated amateur. So you guys winning that fight was impressive to me. It's not that I like these guys are not bums. You guys have some great fights on your resume. So that's a great win, you know. Some fights are not going to be,
They're not
super,
gonna be glamorous,
but
yeah.
it was a dope win because that kid was Quentin was one of them guys, one of them ones.
They lost him again.
God, dog.
Yeah, we'll try to get him back.
Yeah.
But
dang man.
well, thank you everybody for watching. Another great interview on Biggs versus Biggs. That was Brian Norman, the current,
Come on, man.
not the former, the current welterweight WBO champion of the world, man. So give it up for him. Hopefully we'll have him back on soon. And his father, man, a very enigmatic figure in his career who really, pushes the narrative that his son is great. We respect it. We come from a boxing family where our father did the same for us. So no doubt, great interview, must watch. Biggs out.
Biggs out.
Go ahead and hit him. I either hit him up or hit him up.
That was a dope
Trying to
interview.
see if he could join back.
Oh yeah, we need him, right?
He's gonna have to upload.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
hit him up.
they here.
Oh, they back. They back.
Y'all still on?
Yo.
Y'all still on? Or y'all done?
Yeah. We still low on champ.
But this is what we was about to say. Y'all ain't
Uh-huh.
had to lie to us or anything like that about that Quentin Ronda fight. We know that thing was trash.
No,
It was it
yo,
was dookie juice. You ain't gotta lie to me. You can't
champ.
hurt our feelings. It is what it is.
I'm never go. Look, we're gonna keep it real. If I was not a fighter, if I wasn't in tournaments seeing Quentin Randall work, it was a great win. Every fight is just not going to be a good matchup. I look at 95% of your fights is dope fights. That was just, it was boxing, and that guy was a great win.
Yeah. It was a great win, not a great fight.
There you go.
Wait. Okay, Devin Haney just fought. Was that a great fight?
No.
Nah.
Was it a great win?
It was a great
It
win.
was an
Yeah,
okay
it's a
win. It
great
was
win
all right.
because he's a former world champ,
But
unified world
Exactly.
champion.
Great win, not a great fight. And
Win not.
my fight, it was a great win, not a great fight.
There we go. And I don't think it was your fault though, to be honest.
Wanna get back on? Come on.
Yo,
Yeah.
Chip, we got somebody else pulling up, and I know you got champs, world champion stuff, world champion too, man. I didn't want to curse. Man, yo, I just want to thank you and your pops for pulling up, man. We got to get you back on after the fight. And man, y'all welcome anytime. Hit me. I'm gonna send you a message from the page, man. Anytime you guys want to pull up, you and your pops. Are there any last words you guys want to say before we go? Head out.
Man, June 19th, it's time to go. On the world beater, the boy finna take over the world. The South got something to say. Now finna scream it out here in Japan.
We are everything we say we are. Simple as that.
And we bound to show y'all too.
Yeah.
And pops, one last thing, senior. What you got to say to David Flat Sparks, man? Because he ain't show up today, man. I think he's scared of you, man.
I don't fucking know him. Who that?
See it. Oh man.
No.
What
If anything, how I know him?
he said y'all was talking on the gram.
Man, you know how many people I talk to on that motherfucker Instagram.
What about
Hey, he live and die for this.
Hey, listen to me.
Look, he probably
Listen to me.
responded to somebody just 2 minutes ago.
Nah. Listen to me. Yeah. Nah. You come in again. I respect everybody as a real individual. I don't think I'm above nobody. So if you come in, I see your comment or I see whatever else. If it's respectful enough or if it's not some
right?
bullshit. Yeah, I don't mind responding to it. Sometimes like
Exactly.
most of 10 out of 10, I must respond. You know what I'm saying? 10
Yeah.
out of 10, I'm responding. If I don't respond, I probably didn't see it. You feel what I'm saying? Or if I
Right.
saw it, I probably think you just being a dickhead and I just, going about my business. It just
Right.
depends on how I feel that day. But if I was talking to him, I don't know what kind of shit we was talking or whatever else, but I don't know.
Right.
But
Now, I,
as far wait, as far as Peter Dobson was that you said Peter Dobson though.
yeah, well, yeah. What's what you gotta say to
Man, as
Pete?
far as Peter Dobson, he came on here saying something about he signed to fight my son and they were supposed to fight. He chose to come to being route. Congratulations. You made a business decision. You did what you did. The ship has sailed, my nigga. What you want to do? You got two losses.
Back to
You ain't
back.
know you back to back. You ain't nowhere in the rank. I mean, that's just how the business of boxing works. You don't get a title shot when even the guys you lost to, like Jaleel Hackett was.
Neither one of them champions.
Yeah, neither one of them was champions. Jaleel Hackett at the time he's still a prospect. He's a prospect. Not no disrespect to Jaleel because I fuck with him. I'm saying he's a prospect. You lost to a prospect, Jaleel Hackett. You 34 fucking years old. You 16. Like, bro, that's what I was telling you. I got more fights than him. I had more fights than him in 6 years. 6 years. I went pro from 24 years old to 31 years old. You feel what I'm saying? I had more fights. I had 30 fights in 6 years. This man got 18 fucking fights in I don't know how many years. You feel what I'm saying? You can't disrespect a real fighter. He go to saying you got knocked out more times than I got fights. You a fucking liar. I got what's called vertigo. That's a known fact. I've told any and everybody there who asked me why did I stop. That's why I stopped fighting so early. I had vertigo. So I found out I had vertigo. I had never been knocked out. Anytime the fight was ever stopped, the referee stopped the fight because I was dizzy, I was spinning everywhere, and I was fucking falling every fucking way. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You human. Again, like I said, I'm still a realist about myself now. What I'm going through now with this shit right here, I'm still a realist about myself, and that taught me that shit. That
Right.
taught me that I'm not inhuman. That taught me I ain't Superman. You feel what I'm saying? I'm on the Superman to him. I
Right.
ain't
No,
Superman. I ain't Superman in real life. I can't dodge bullets and everything else, so I understand. You know what I mean? So I what I did was the respectful thing. When I took the losses, I bowed the fuck out because hey, I'm not no loser. I'm not finna see. You know what I'm saying? And I
right.
guarantee you, I was making more money than he was making at the time until he reached China Bean
Jaleel.
and Jaleel. I guarantee you, I was making more money than he did before that. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, like, what the fuck are we talking?
And he got lucky just to get those.
Yeah, and
Now
that was
look,
back in '08, '09. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
and look, now he the boy really wait to sum it all up. The boy soft. He just trying to get another
Yeah,
paycheck,
he's trying to get a paycheck.
and you don't even deserve one.
He's trying to get
So
a paycheck, bro. That's all.
I
He's
So
trying to
what?
be
yeah,
relevant. He's not relevant. So
What would he?
he did.
So what
He
he have
did. Look, he throwing shots. He throwing shots when nobody looking at him, nobody talking about him because he wants to be relevant. Tagging me, tagging my son. Bro, what the fuck you tagging us for, nigga? You had a chance to fight us. You chose not to. Now you gonna go talking shit?
and look, neither one of them champions.
And neither one of them champions.
So
What the fuck are we talking
you
about?
tell me which was the best option.
This shit is crazy, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, he did it for money. Understand, did it for perfect. I agree with the opportunity. I would have took it too. You know what I mean? But don't take the opportunity, then turn around and talk shit about the opportunity you could have had that you didn't take, and then go down and demand who did what he was supposed to do. Who when he got to the test, he passed those tests. When he got to Santiago with the fight that he was supposed to lose, he won that fight. You feel what I'm saying? Dobson get to a fight he was supposed to win or supposed to lose, he lose the fight. He followed suit. Nigga, we didn't go out like you. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
Remember,
Shit ain't
you
hard.
remember when I told you some people got it, some people don't.
Nigga ain't got
He
it. The
definitely
nigga
don't.
don't have it. He
He
don't have it at all.
he definitely don't
The
have it.
nigga don't have it at all.
Yo, I love y'all guys is pay per view, man.
Oh,
Y'all,
we real, bro. That's real. Real is
Hey,
pay per view.
wait, this just real life.
It's real life.
it is. I know y'all not even acting. Y'all say what you guys really feel. So, perfect world, Madison Square Garden, a better opponent, a higher ranked opponent pulls out.
Man, watch out, man. Peter Dobson is
Peter
not
Dobson,
getting no
bro.
fight,
What
man.
the fuck are we gonna do with Peter? What the fuck are we gonna do with that? What
Listen,
is
listen, listen.
it?
You say you're 34?
34.
So look, I would say keep your head up, keep your grind on, and keep doing this and doing that. But you too old, and you ain't even got the skills to do it. You ain't got
No,
the
we don't.
mind to do it. You love losing. You ain't got it. You just trying to
The,
get paid this, that, and the third. You
the,
simply don't
bro, the
have it.
nigga was
So I
30.
ain't even go up speak you.
The nigga was in his mid 30s walking around with motherfucking Slim Shady hair. Come on, bro. He had blonde hair the last time I seen him. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, bro.
I don't know who raised that man, but do a better job.
So he would need a couple big wins before.
Absolutely.
And he can't get
And he
it.
ain't gonna do it.
Wait, his two biggest fights he lost, and those guys are still not champions. So now you tell me how is he just gonna somehow at 34 years old he ain't even got the passion for the game like that? Y'all know him, I think. Do y'all know him personally?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know him personally. I came up in the amateurs with him, sparred him. I've been in the ring with him. He got skills, you know.
You stop trying to be nice. I don't care if that's your boy.
Yeah, hey,
Look,
he ain't have enough. He ain't have enough.
he ain't got it. He ain't got it. No, you good because that's your boy. Go on and play that. He
You
ain't
know,
my boy.
you know what, B? You know what, B? You know what I'm gonna say? I've never. I watched you on TV, right? From me working with him, he definitely helped me for fights. We worked with each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah,
even
he a
bull.
good sparring partner.
He could fight when in sparring. I never worked with you before. I've heard stories. It's like urban legend Sasquatch. You know, it's like the chupacabra. I heard how you get down. You know, use the animal. So when I brought it up, it's because he said I did better with a certain opponent, and it just happened to have happened on the show. But y'all
You talking
keeping
about
it
when my
real.
son? Wait, you talking about when my son was 21 years old and he had his first fight with Top Rank, I believe. That's the opponent he talking about. Okay, yeah.
I
He
didn't
fought
know
too,
that.
so.
I didn't know. Hey, Pop,
He
I
fought
didn't
him
know
David
that.
Correa.
Yeah. Oh,
Yo, I
I
love.
would listen. I would love to see the fight. I
Did
know
he?
that
Wait,
y'all.
wait, wait, wait. If I am mistaken, he didn't stop Correa. He didn't stop Correa. So
did he
in
drop
his
him?
opinion,
Did he drop him?
in his no, he didn't drop Correa. In his
Mm,
opinion, he thinks he did better. He didn't even drop the man. He didn't drop the man. Don't stop the man. So how the fuck does he feel like he did better? It's just an opinion. He didn't stop him. He didn't go in there and dominate shit. He just, I feel like he got hit. He got caught. He was struggling with. Well, I tell you what, he was struggling with him at 21 years old. Well, look at
mm,
him now at 24 years old, and now he's a fucking world champion. What was you doing at 24 years old? Six years.
exactly.
Listen, 6 years of being pro. 6 years. He was a pro for 6 years, from 17 to 23. He became a world champion.
Yeah, you
17 to
yo,
23, he has more fights than Peter Dobson. 17 to 23, he has a win in Santiago when you go look, and in the last one he just fought, where you can go look at and say, God damn, that motherfucker cracking. I ain't never heard a damn performance of Peter Dobson where motherfucker be like, hey boy, go watch that goddamn Peter Dobson fight. That motherfucker cracking, boy. I have never heard of one. Never.
yo, yo, senior. I love it, man, because y'all fire back, man, and it just makes for
This what boxing
this is
needs.
what boxing needs. People like you. I'm gonna tell you the fight I want to see, man. I'm gonna tell you why. I would love to see Brian Norman versus Devin Haney, and
I love that fight.
it's because I know y'all guys are very highly skilled, right? But
Right.
man, it's because I want to see you and Bill. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
see
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But being Bill, Bill just asked us to come help him with the fight he got coming up. He got two fights with Ryan coming up, and he asked us to help with the Ramirez fight right before this fight right here. Right after my son last fight, he asked us to come to camp with him. My son chose not to
Mm,
because he was like, "You're a potential foe now. You're a potential opponent."
right.
Yeah. Yeah, so he told me you're a potential opponent now. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "Nah, he didn't want to do that. Simple as that." You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he said that they wouldn't interested. We're not gonna fight. He was like, "That ain't the way to go." So I mean, he wasn't saying it in a disrespectful way, and it wasn't in a scary type way. He was just
Yeah.
like, that we not looking at y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you never know what's gonna happen in boxing. You feel what I'm saying? We in the same division. We know he's going for titles. We know he thrive. He looking for legacy. Also, my son's a title holder, so shit, you never know what the future gonna hold.
Yeah.
It was a wise business decision to decide to
Absolutely,
just.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no friends in this sport, and
I
that's
mean,
another thing that I hear from y'all. There's no friends in this
We don't
sport.
we don't hang we don't hang with no fucking fighters. You don't see us hanging with no motherfucking fighters. You don't
At
see us clicked
all.
up with nobody. I like people. I like fighters. I like Bud. I like Shakur. I like Keyshawn. I like a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Whatever else. But I mean, if it came to fighting anybody, I mean, we wouldn't have no kind of gripes with Rolly. We just met Rolly. I like Rolly or whatever else. But guess what? If it came to fighting, we gonna fight his ass. Business is business. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't. See, that's what people.
Yep.
I don't understand how people get this shit mixed up. They feel like because they feel like you gotta hate a person. With the Jerron Ennis
No.
situation, I never said nothing personally disrespectful about them. You can't tell me one thing I said personally disrespectful about them. I always gave them props as father son duo. I always gave them credit for where they at. I always gave credit and I gave thanks for what they did for us. I still do to this day. They're mad and upset with me, and their fans are mad and upset with me because I said my son can beat him. So I don't know what kind of hoe ass niggas they use for coming up with, but we don't do that. You feel what I'm saying? We don't bow down to people. We don't bow down to people say, yeah, no, I think you're a little bit too much for me. What kind of shit is that? What
But
happened to shooting for the what happened to shooting for the fucking stars and reaching the cloud? Like what the fuck are we doing?
that's real talk. If my friend, I'm world champion, my friend want to fight me. I'd rather fight, give my friend the opportunity
And
to
eat
get some
with him.
money.
And eat with him.
That's how I feel.
You
So
can
what
spar
what
anyway.
that's exactly, you know. So
Yeah.
what was it? Did your son and Boots spar or something in the past? Like
They
how they?
sparred about 7 or 8 times, bro. They sparred about a lot of times. They sparred a lot of times. They sparred a lot of times through the years. They sparred
Oh,
a lot of times through the years.
I didn't know that. Cause yo, I'm gonna be. Cause what I hear about Boots too is like, nobody can really hang with him. So
Not true. Not true. I've seen people hang with him. He hits them in the face over and over and over and over and over again. They still standing in there. They still continue. They still finish. He's not getting people out of that ring, even in the gym.
Even in the fights, I'm 8 out.
Even
oh,
in the,
cause they
I'm
say
telling you, the honest to God truth. That's the truth. And
oh,
they don't like when I talk that kind of talk. That's the truth. That's the honest to God truth. He will go in that ring. He'll do exactly what you see him doing in the fight. You saw him do it to Lip and Ness. You saw him doing it. So many of his early opponents where he just beat on him and beat on him and beat on him and beat on him and beat on him. You know what I'm saying? Because but he ain't knocking them out. He ain't getting them. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing all of that. Go look at Lip and Ness. Go look at these people. You feel what I'm saying? That was how this got started. It got started because I pointed out that he hit the lawn man in the back of the head. It got started because I pointed out he hit Cussio Clayton in the back. Go look. I'm not just talking.
that
And
did
I'm not
happen.
finna be on this bullshit. I'm sorry about this. I apologize. I said
Nah,
I
nah,
wasn't gonna.
nah.
Nah,
Keep
it
it.
don't matter. No, no, that's for me. I didn't want to. I don't want to
Okay,
go back
okay.
into that shit. Period. I'm just saying in general,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the people in them are upset because we said we will beat him. So that means if my basketball team can beat your basketball team, I can't fuck with you no more. I don't like you. Fuck you. You feel what I'm saying?
But absolutely. No, you know how I came up, right? If someone says something I ain't like, and and it's a boxer, I'm just gonna beat him up. Well, I'm gonna try to beat him up. I
That's
think
it.
that's kind of the way.
Me and
Yeah,
Greg
that's kind of the
Hackett. That's
way.
what we just did. That's what me and Greg Hackett just did. We got in the ring. That's how it's supposed to be handled. We
Yeah.
are
Well,
in the
Pop,
perfect. We are in the perfect sport for all of this yip yapping and
Yeah, yeah,
gum
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
gum clapping. But the yip
Of
yapping and
course.
gum clapping that we doing, we are in the perfect sport to get in that fucking ring and prove what you say. We're in the perfect sport. The
you
shit
know,
is legal.
you know
The
what,
shit
Julie?
is legal, and you're gonna get paid. And you're gonna get paid to do it.
I wish we had more time, man. We could stand here all night. We got another guest jumping on the call, but I want to ask you one question. Lamana Charlo, what do you think happens that fight? Because we got him coming on next.
I
Talk
don't
to me.
know. Like I said, I fuck with Lamana. I don't hate Philly. I don't hate Philly or got no disrespect or dig towards. I'm not real talk. Now Lamana said that he thought Booster beat B, which is that's his opinion and whatever else the case may be. In this fight right here, I honestly do not know because you don't know where Charlo head gonna be at. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So I don't know because of that. I haven't seen much of Lamana outside of my son sparring him, so I don't really know. I can't really make a educated guess or opinion on that. I can't give one on that. You know what I'm saying? Seems like a solid fighter. Seems like a very nice guy. Seems like a very successful guy. Seems like a very level-headed guy. Unlike Charlo, and I'm not saying that to be disrespectful either. I'm just saying to be
Right.
real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he seems like a very level-headed guy, whatever else. So I mean, if you got your head on straight and you know what to do, you got the right
Right.
people around you. And I'm saying he has these things. He has his head on straight. He has the right people around him. He's in the right area to get what he needs and to do what he needs to do. He's young enough. I mean, I don't see why he can't shoot for the stars. I don't see why he can't get that victory. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Charlo mentally coming in not right. So I can't say who's gonna win that fight, but I'm gonna definitely support it. I support Thomas Lamana. I fuck with him. I don't got no beef with him. I support all of them. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have no beef with him. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be watching.
That's
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching as a fan, and it is what it is.
When is that fight?
yo. That
Absolutely. What about you, champ? What you think about that fight?
B.
I'm gonna say the same thing, the exact same thing. Great minds think alike, but yeah, the exact same thing pretty much. But when is that fight?
Okay. I think it's in June. I think believe that fight's
no,
in
it's
June.
end of the month, the 30th.
Pop just said like,
I think so. I might be wrong.
never mind. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm definitely watch that fight though, no matter what. Matter of
Appreciate
fact,
y'all.
I would like for Charlo to
31st.
win just so he can go with Caleb Plant.
I know. That's a good. They can still do it if Cornflake win.
Y'all know it
Like
won't be the
road.
same.
Yo, guys, any last thing you want to say to the fans?
We already said something last time. We straight this time.
All right, all right.
All right.
And where can they follow you guys?
At official B. Norman on IG.
Okay. And that and senior, where can they
Nah,
find?
be the only one that matters. It's all good. I ain't studying that shit.
Yeah, I go with
Well,
B. Yeah, I see
well,
it.
you can get him on MySpace.
Yo, guys, yo,
Hot,
thank you.
hot AOL.
Hey, go. Hey, I tell you what. Go to his page. And you'll find my name in the comments and every damn thing. Just
Oh,
on the like this shit.
I ain't gonna lie,
Listen.
man. I had so much fun in this interview, man. I feel like we friends.
I
Thank you guys for real.
I
Very.
appreciate
no
y'all as well.
respect, big dog. Y'all stay doing what you're doing.
All right,
Y'all
All
my
right.
people. Take it easy, guys.
Okay, dog.
likewise.
Yeah.